Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Good morning and welcome. Today is Monday, April 2nd. So, starting over a new week. How did you guys enjoy your, April Fool's Day? Making the video for yesterday, I was admittedly extremely tired and just not really right in the head, I kind of would want to say. There was a lot of things going on, and I just wanted to be able to record the video ahead of time to just be able to have it because I was like passing the fuck out. So I totally forgot that it was April Fool's yesterday, and I got fooled pretty hard actually when I woke up and I started watching a couple of videos, and then I go in the trending and I see the how to basic video, which definitely got me good. Um, but yeah, that was a thing. That was an experience, and I ran slap into that one. So I was I got fooled pretty much essentially. But overall, yesterday was definitely a weird day for myself. I would like to say, just I don't know, energetically, I was feeling kind of heavy all day. I missed my tune up at 6:30. It was just a mess of things that didn't necessarily go as I had hoped they would. And it was just like, all right, whatever. I guess today's just a day, and we're not really gonna get anything done. Um, so it was very difficult. Just as far as trying to get any progression done at all. But enough of me. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the daily transits are for today. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Like I said, today is April 2nd, and as so, we're going to be taking a look at the moon. The moon has finally shifted into Scorpio, which I think is a very good thing. I don't particularly like moon in Libra. Moon in Libra has a really big need of caring about the opinions of other people and how other people think of them, and it feels like they're always trying to kind of put on a display, or they need the approval of it, especially moon, right? Definitely feel like they need the approval of other people. And me being an Aries moon, which is the opposite sign of a Libra moon, I just look at that and I'm like, but why? Why do you need the approval of other people? Why do you need to be validated by other people? It drives me crazy, and it's Libra moon is just so difficult for me to deal with. But taking a look at now moon in Scorpio, it's not the worst placement, but it's also not the best placement. And moon in Scorpio, I can chill with because I am very Aryan, and both Aries and Scorpio are both ruled by Mars. So and I got my Mars in Scorpio, so I can chill with this. I don't mind with moon Scorpio. And honestly, if it sounds like I'm dragging on today's episode, I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Like, I'm just going to be straight up honest. If you want to end the video here and be like, well, I guess that's nothing going on today, I guess you can go for it. But, like, I'm just going to talk about a couple things going on here. Like, today is a very slow day. There's not a whole lot going on, right? So, I mean, let's take a look at some lunar aspects going on here, right? We have the moon's going to be squaring. Why is this green? Holy shit. The moon is going to be squaring the nodes. Alright, not a whole lot really here. This happens every so often. Essentially, you're just gonna have to get your shit straight in comparison with things that, you want to release and things you want to be able to move forward with. Especially because the moon is also going to be making a square to Ceres. This is definitely trying to figure out how to move forward with your Mercury retrograde season, and figure out how to make the most of this progress that is going on, essentially. Let me see if I can pull out a couple more of this stuff here. Of course, we're still finishing up our opposition with Venus. That's going to be done by the time we get to the afternoon, and this is going to dissolve. So this is almost not even really worth mentioning at all. It's only going to be important through the rest of the night, and most of us are really going to be asleep around this time period. Now, what is worth talking about is that the moon is going to become in conjunct with this whole Mercury Sun joint union here going on. And honestly, this is going to be happening later in the afternoon, not so much throughout the day, but later in the afternoon, we're going to have this in conjunction happening. So what this kind of lets me know is, where are we emotionally right now, right? That's kind of like the big question right now. Where are we emotionally right now? Because there's going to be a lot of reflection going on and a lot of kind of like internal searching. And I do mean this in the most profound ways, because we do have Jupiter chilling in Scorpio, unearthing everything that is inside of Scorpio. And as it does this, we become it's like kind of like going to the attic and finding a box that has been taped down and it's been there for like over a decade, and you're like, whoa, I wonder what's in this box. And then you take the box, you put it outside, you grab some scissors, you plop open the tape, and you start going through the box, right? That's what Jupiter is essentially doing in Scorpio. Jupiter's just opening a bunch of boxes. So as the moon transits through this retrograding Jupiter here, we become a little emotional about some of the things that we see, and in truth, we become very deeply emotion, because again, these are things we have intimate relationship with. This is things we have a very long-standing history with, right? Scorpio doesn't deal with superficial bullshit. Scorpio is very much a intimate, a very intense sign, and so anything that we unearth in this sign is going to be very, very powerful to us. And if we're talking about the moon transiting through here, we're gonna have very powerful emotions about this. So as it becomes in conjunct with the sun and Mercury, we're gonna have a bit of a reflection. This is kind of like the Six of Cups in the tarot, where we're gonna be kind of looking at our past and be like, oh man, I remember this, yo, I haven't seen this in a long time, and stuff like that. And it's gonna kind of like shake up our desires and our past, right? It's gonna be like, oh man, I remember used to wanting this, or oh man, I remember when I had a desire for this. Oh, I remember when I was gonna grow up, I wanted to be like this. And so we're just kind of gonna go down like memory lane, if you will, especially because again, we're in Aries over here, so this is really dealing with who we are as authentic selves. And if you have, if you have the opportunity and the desire, of course, to really go through some old stuff, start cleaning out some stuff, throwing out things you don't need anymore, that today is going to be a really good day to do that, just because this is kind of really what the energy is most favorable for. Definitely, the moon here is going to be sextiling Saturn in actions, which is also Mars, which Mars rules both Aries and Scorpio. And of course, the Mars Saturn conjunct is still squaring the sun here. Let me get rid of that real quick. So again, your actions here are definitely going to be beneficial if you decide to kind of go over your old historical things, as you may find something that will probably help this square that's going on, right? We're in a learning phase right now. Our actions are going to be having impacts in our future, and really we're not sure kind of really what it is that we want that is authentic to ourselves. So we're kind of looking to our past right now to be able to figure out what actions we should be taking, and we're going to be receiving those answers if we decide to kind of delve into our past for a moment and find out what we used to think was so great, or what is it that inspired us to become who we ended up becoming, or what was it that we aspired to be and maybe we didn't actually get there. There's definitely a lot of questions of that nature that are being asked, and it's up to us to kind of really figure out what it is that we can figure out from our past that would help us be able to move forward into the future. We do also have Venus getting ready to square Ceres here. So, you know, again, we're coming into that situation of what do we want to nurture, right? What do we find valuable in our life? What do we find worthy of keeping in our lives? Or what do we value that we would like to bring into our life? So these are things that we're going to be asking ourselves. And of course, Venus is now going to be trining Mars. So this is a very good time of being able to realize that our actions here are going to be very conducive for what we want to be able to manifest, what we want to be able to nurture. And this is essentially a kind of a little big cobweb going on of energy here that is all essentially working together. It's all coming full circle, and it's all really kind of just interconnected in one way or another. So it almost looks like I have two pyramids going on at the same time. That's pretty trippy. But no, yeah, really, this is about being able to look at our past and hopefully be able to find something that will help us move forward when the time is right. Because again, the moment to move forward isn't until April 15th, which is in another 13 days. So for now, we're really learning about what actions we will be needing to take, and really the best way to learn about, you know, our present is to look at our past. How we got here depends on the trail that we walked. So looking at what motivated us to get to where we are now is definitely going to be very beneficial in helping us figure out where we went wrong and where we need to change the track so that we can get back on the path that we need to be on. And again, it doesn't matter if you're high functioning or low functioning. I feel like this definitely applies for everyone because, you know, we may not all be where we want to be right now. And maybe we are all being pushed to change gears, to change tracks. So just, you know, take a look at where you are now. Take a look at where it is that you want it to be. And does it correlate? Or has the dream shifted since you decided to take one route or another? Has your goals changed since then, right? You know, do a lot of self-reflecting. It's going to be a really good day to do this. We got a little bit of water energy going on with Jupiter, Moon, obviously Neptune, and of course Juno. We got a good amount of water energy to be able to push us into ideals that we would like to go in. And of course, these ideals are only going to get stronger and stronger because the moon is making or will definitely be making an aspect to Neptune. So again, becoming emotional, realizing the emotional need we have to be able to obtain the things that we desire most, which are our ideals, our fantasies, and our dreams. So that's pretty much what we got going on. Again, not necessarily a very heavy day for things that you need to be really doing. These are things that, although, you know, they are actions that we take, they're how do I say this? It's almost like a side quest. This is still really much of a side quest. So, I mean, if you feel like this is something that you should do, I really recommend, you know, taking a stab at it. If you want to pass on it, well, you did, but don't come asking later why things didn't really move in the direction that you suspected. So with that, I'm really kind of done. Hey, I have so many ingress videos happening in the last couple days that I don't even know how I can advertise everything with just 2 vids. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up 3 up here for today. And of course, if you've missed out on the full moon in Libra, go ahead and check that out as well. Venus and Taurus, Vesta and Capricorn. We got a lot of content out in the last couple days. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already done so. And hey, if you're not subscribed to your daily astrological horoscopes, go ahead and hit that button and make sure you tap that bell icon so that you get notifications every single day, 9 a.m. We here, boys and girls. But with that said, thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate you guys' support. And as always, stay safe, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys on the next cast. Peace.